Introduction to a Collaborative Project, created by Lina Jaramillo and Bayardo Lopez, 2012, taking into account Professor Patricia Alvarez's template as reference. Interaction fosters your ability to communicate meaning. Overview. This collaborative project is created considering as an important aspect that the student can communicate effectively using English, because it is possible to notice that most of the students face some difficulties when they have to interact in the second language. They do not feel comfortable or happy to do it because they are afraid and feel ashamed to make mistakes. According to this, it is important to give them tools which motivate them to participate in an active way, especially in the development of different collaborative activities because they feel that they are learning in a funny and interesting way. This project allows students to interact with technology, giving them opportunities to increase and improve their communicative level because they enjoy working on it and like the opportunities that internet gives them. For this reason, it is important to take advantages from this and use the technology as an instrument to motivate students to learn in an interactive way. Objectives. 1. Motivate learners to interact in the target language using Virtual Language Resource Center as scenario to share information as well as to ask for help. 2. Encourage learners to develop their self-directed learning approach so students can initiate their personal learning scaffolding. 3. Foster learners to interact both in the Virtual Language Resource Center and outside of it. 4. Guide learners in their learning process through a help desk section. 5. Facilitate learning spaces on the Virtual Language Resource Center in order to give learners opportunities to carry out the language. Expected outcomes. Students are going to keep simple conversation based on information learned on Virtual Language Resource Center in order to interact between student-teacher, student-native speaker. A student will motivate the learning community to use this helpful technological resource. Students develop their self-directed learning approach to increase their knowledge. Students carry out their learning scaffolding. Students initiate their own journal in order to write relevant events during the learning process. Students' roles. Students work in collaborative activities in order to achieve the objectives of the project. Students participate actively in all the activities proposed to accomplish the objectives. Students use the forum as a resource where they can share information and learn from others, giving meaningful feedback in the comments. Students develop all the activities taking into account the sequence and instructions given by the teacher. Students contribute to the project with information or tools they consider important in order to improve the Virtual Language Resource Center. Learning objects. Object 1. Videos are opportunities students have to interact with the real language. They can listen to different activities, tasks, and learning roles in the target language in a real context. This resource motivates students to observe and participate in a more active learning experience because they can improve not only speaking but also the listening skill. As Meg Heimer 2011 proposes that videos have important implications because they can be incorporated in language assessments related to listening and speaking. Object 2. Games give learners a lot of possibilities to increase their language performance because learners can not only enjoy them but also learn from them. Educational computer games are valuable in the area of teaching strategic management. Hugh 1989 and Wolf 1997. Object 3. Online forums where students can share their opinions and discuss their thoughts. In these ways, students have the opportunity to help others with tips. They can answer questions as well as participate in conversations about different topics. It gives chances to students to answer and keep the different topic actively. In this part, students have synchronous and asynchronous communication. Scaffolding opportunities. Each part, which composes the Virtual Language Resource Center, is an opportunity for our students to learn more and improve their interaction and communicative level using technology as a tool to motivate them to participate. For this reason, it is important students interact and work using each of the sections in order to improve their English level. Home, Rational, Help Desk, Collaborative Project, Critical Thinking, Forum, Photo Gallery, Learners Videos, Resources, Parents Orientation, Chats, FAQs, Last Minute Information, Real-Time Section, Tasks and Activities, Role Plays, Evaluation. Other learning resources. Web 2.0 tools, which allow students to work collaboratively because they can feel actively involved, participating and creating new things, because they can also use them to share information with their classmates and at the same time with the teacher. Voxable. This tool allows students to participate in conversation where they can talk and the other person can listen and answer. This is an opportunity to improve their communication and interaction because they are using the second language in real time. PB Works. Using this technological resource, students can create documents and initiate their own journals. Online dictionaries. Students can use online dictionaries which are always updated and where they can find as many words as they need. It also gives the possibility to students to check the right pronunciation and to find formal and informal words. Future development. A virtual language resource center with a lot of learning resources that facilitate learners' possibilities to increase their language performance in terms of interaction, which gives students opportunities to learn and work using different tools to improve their level. Moreover, students can work in an autonomous and self-directed way where they can improve their skills wherever they can and at the most appropriate moment. Dear students, this rubric is very important for our learning process. Basically, it contributes to measure and foster the learning process. Therefore, we encourage you to look at it and know what is going on. The rubric is split in three categories. The first one has to deal with organization, the second one with content, and the third one with language style grammar mechanism, as well as 5 levels that comes from the lowest to the highest. Additionally, it is included the level of score. We invite you to look at it in order to have a clear reference about your learning process in terms of assessment. You are really welcome to our project.